morning. The last video I posted was on defense mechanism, and I promised that my next video will be on Erik Erikson's psychosocial stages of development. I want you to take a good notice of the word brief, as this is what it is: a brief aspect of Erik Erikson's psychosocial stage of development. 1994, and as I said, taking emphasis on the word brief, that is just like, as I stated, the psychosocial development theory of Erik Erikson, though contrast to Freud, was a step from Freud's work. And this is just an overview, very brief overview. Freud's work primarily in sexuality, while Erikson focuses more on human psychosocial development. Also, if you have anything that you can add, of course, I would not be surprised if you have more detailed information to what I'm going to share, because as I stated before, this is a very brief overview, and this is the material that I gathered in order to help me study for my exam, in addition to other material that I have. And I noticed when I read it aloud, I tend to retain and know the information better as opposed to just reading it from the book in my mind. So if you have anything to share, you can share also. All right, next page 1. Basic trust versus mistrust. Survival and comfort needs is expected to be met at this stage. Feeding is very important focus. It's a very important focus at this stage also. And think about a newborn that came into this world, know nothing about this world, and trusting everything that he or she sees in this world. However, if that trust is violated, then what going to be the result is that child ends up mistrusting everyone or everything that he or she sees or come in contact with. So nurturing and encouragement by caregiver and parents is very important. And this stage is from infant to birth, to 18 months old. From birth to 18 months old, trust versus mistrust. And of course, autonomy versus shame and doubt. This stage, 18 months to 3 years old. And I've noticed also there are very contradicting or different information shared on the web and even in scholarly articles that give different numbers here. But the most consistent one I've seen so far is, and I've read so far, is 18 to 3 years old, 18 months to 3 years old, and the information that I'm about to provide you. Toileting is very important at this stage. Child at this stage will also have a sense of independence. What happens, they will try to do almost everything. And they will, if they see you cleaning the house with a vacuum, they will want to take the vacuum out and clean it. They know that I can manage it. I encourage you to encourage the action, because this is how they gain self-independence. And encouragement by caregiver and parents towards development of personal skills over physical skills will aid in independence of child. Failure to achieve the above can result in feeling of shame and doubt. So as I said before, you may have more detailed information on these matters, but this is just a brief overview. And whenever each stage is, just think about the first word and where do you see other people or yourself or people fall into the first word, what do they do? And you will be able to apply the knowledge or develop knowledge and apply what you learn. Initiative versus guilt. And this is 3 to 6 years old. Exploration is very important at this stage. Parent and caregiver should encourage role or tasks that foster development of interpersonal skills, like socialization or play. Control and power over the environment will be asserted by child at this stage. However, too much exertion and power in power can lead to disappointment and a self of guilt. Success at this stage can give the child a sense of purpose and initiative. So, nurturing encouragement is always good in order to achieve their full sense of development. Industry versus inferiority. 6 to 12 years old, school age. Schooling is very important at this stage. The development of physical, social, and learning skills is crucial. The social academic demand on child call for child's ability to cope, which leads to success, a sense of competence. Failure at this stage leads to inferiority, while success, again I said, leads to sense of competence. So, parent and caregiver, encouragement and nurturing is very important. In identity versus role confusion, this is a very important. Even though all the stages are important, but this is very, 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 very important. 12 to 18 years old adolescent. This is where you, in my opinion, realize who you are, where you fit in society, who are your friends, who can be your friends, not necessarily who are your friends, but who can be your friends, who is fitting, where you fit, are not fit. And so this is where cliques, this is the stage where cliques are formed. This is the stage where teenagers no longer want to um, do activities with their parents, but rather with their friends. So parents, when you are caregiver, when you see this happening during this stage, it's normal. So don't be alarmed. Social relationship is very important at this stage. Failure to achieve this in this stage leads to an inferior sense of self and role confusion, while success at this stage allows the child to stay true to self. So, encouragement is very important. Encouragement and fostering is very important at this stage. Intimacy versus isolation. 19 to 40 years old. Relationship, very crucial at this stage. Not just social relationship, you already know who your social people are supposed to know are past that stage, even though some people never know where they fit in anyway, but according to this stage of development, now we reach to the intimacy versus isolation and relationship, intimate relationship, crucial at this stage. The formation and fostering of intimate relationship with other people, very important for young adults at this stage. The young adults also achieve the capacity to love and foster strong relationships. Lacking in achievement leads to emotional isolation, egocentricity, and loneliness. But success at this stage leads to strong, lasting relationships. And who doesn't want that? So, nurturing and foster encouragement at every other stages is always good. Generativity versus stagnation. Work and parenthood is the focus of this stage. As I wrote in this first line right here, think legacy and longevity. This is a stage where parents tend to, or most parents do tend to buy property to leave the legacy to their kids, set up mutual fund, do whatever they needs to do so that their next generation can be able to inherit it. This is a stage where nurturing is um, exercised intensely. Um, so it is very important. Success at this stage leads to ability to love and care for others as well as feeling a self as accomplishment and usefulness. Failure leads to lack of growth and self-absorption. This is the stage also where some people even realize that they need to go back to school in order to make something of themselves so that they can leave their next generation something. This is a stage where wisdom is shared, knowledge is shared with the next generation. So this is a good stage also. 40 to 65 years old, middle adulthood. Stage 8, ego, integrity versus despair. 65 years old to that, maturity. Reflection on life is the focus of this stage. This is the stage where you reach 65 to years old or older. You look back maybe on your favorite chair or you went on vacation, you're on vacation and you start to reflect on your life, where you have been, what have you done, what you have done, places you have traveled, journey you have traveled, road you have walked, people you have met, things you have done, the good, bad, and the indifference, marks you have made through the years, impact you created, good old everything. And when you finish reflecting upon all those, and if you have a sense of fulfillment and integrity and wisdom, or if you feel like at that, then you'll succeed in this stage. But if you, after you reflect and you feel disappointed with life, despair and regrets, then there's a chance that you'll fail at this stage of the development. So, this is the end of the Erik Erikson stage of development in brief. I should emphasize in brief. If you have anything else to share, in more details, by all means, if this helped you in any way, I'm grateful. But as I said, this is some of the material that I put together because it helped me to apply the material better more than just memorizing. I want to know it more than memorize it. So this is one of the ways in which I'm finding it helping me better. So the next step I'm going to post is PJ stages of development. So thank you for listening and goodbye. Until later.